you need to stop right now. Well, my name's Starboy Jeff, and I like manipulating kids. Yeah. Starboy Jeff is the guy who manipulated 4 of my friends and the other controlling them to reach his goal of betraying them one day, and it's just so crazy. I'll be going off further, and what has this drama gotten to? He is the main one of all this, of course. Let me tell you that he acts like a child recently to make you have a thought that he couldn't even manipulate when he's a kid. And trust me, this situation has gone too far, and it's good that it has ended. I'll be going off slowly, explaining this dude of what actions has he done and all that. So listen carefully to not get tricked by that guy in order of what he has said me. So, starting off by the Sonic roleplay, cause of his OC, carrying of his OC much. In what first RP, I was a minion to capture survivors like him. As his what's so-called OC, called Cherry, basically I dared to capture him. He said dodges, and then I make the move again, and went into him. That counts as capturing, right? Oh, guess what? He just walked further, not caring about my attacks, like nothing happened. And then I turned like, wait. This counts as god moding, I suppose. This counts as god moding. I supposed to capture him. Why didn't that count? And then he went like, I said dodges. Automatically? Like, what do you mean by automatically? Even the owner of the server didn't agree, and he decided to leave with no face of obvious explanation. He could have just said, oh sorry, I think I misunderstood and take some damages. This guy doesn't understand literally. And if you think that isn't crazy, watch until he rage baited when his OC dies in another roleplay that counted as bad ending. Like, what do you think about that? When you know the ending, you will know that you will die or survive. And he basically justifies that his OC didn't have to die. Like, what the fuck? And then he in another RP, which counted as I was a villain, he was the last survivor standing. Alright? I captured him. He walked away. Wow, amazing. I said I just captured you. Why didn't you moved on? And he didn't respond. With only one thing. Guess what? Dodges. Wow. He said that he had a lot of weaknesses and all he could say is dodges. Motherfucker, what's this? Motherfucker, what is this? I just think that isn't enough. Then look at this. When I stabbed him in another RP, magic word. Dodges. While he didn't even move. I said you didn't even move. And then he moved so late. Motherfucker, this is time event. So stupid. And in another RP, his friend got modded. And it was basically me and Metal Sonic with her OC. I decided to grapple her to stop her attack. She didn't listen. All she does is break rope. Like breaking my rope of grapple. Like, what the fuck? Dude, even his friend learned from him. That's crazy. And if you see that was fair, then look that her OC was looking in the other way, and she couldn't even notice the attack. while she was distracted and attacking. Like, what the fuck? And when I was arguing about what this unfair OC villain decided to do, he cussed in the chat. Like how? He said, shut the fuck up, and blaming me that this RP wasn't going further because of me accusing in a fair way of how she didn't even listen. And how did he even cuss? Wow, he's a child, and he cussed. Wow. And in the latest RP with my soulless OC, yes, soulless OC, he ripped out my soul of OC, and I said my OC is soulless. Obviously, he kicked me out of the server, and I genuinely got pissed off of what actions he had to make. More than that. And now let's move on out of the role-playing parts, because that's enough. You have listened. And now let's move on to the big situation of what is going on further to basically hypnotize my friends and insulting my friends and much more. After a little while, in that one roleplay where he was accusing me of god moding when he's a villain, while I did nothing yet, as I was a survivor minding his own business, as he just said for no reason, just out of nowhere, he got kicked and decided to join back, but kicked again, and he got pissed off, and then he decided to write a whole obsession of joining a server that's against news site. Now, let's quickly put this role-playing thing aside and talk about this. Basically, he decided to join. He decided to actually lie. Why? Simple. It's that he said those by instinct. Clearly to just make Neo mad and anyone else worried. Now that's just another sign of how this guy really is a manic manipulative fucker. It's just obvious, and that's not even the only thing he did worse. Just watch how stupid this situation gets around his plans. I told to Neo what all has happened after he kicked me out of the server. She agrees that the situation got Starboy even more crazier and worse. Now, back at the time, we forgot that Iron, one of Neo's friends, was still brainwashed by Starboy Jeff. So Iron DM'd me one day. Maybe because after Neo told him to unfriend Starboy, he said, "Can I have a word with you?" I said, "Sure." Now, it's not so hard to forget that Starboy Jeff is a manipulator. He of course asked me why I dislike Starboy Jeff, and I got tired hearing that someone is believing him, and so I yelled at him in every sentence of a YAP session. To make it clear, I explained how he got modded on 7 roleplays straight. Then after I explained those to him, he went to Starboy and talked with him, and all Starboy had to say to make Iris so brainwashed is, "You look tired, go take a break. I don't want a part of you broken." And then he went to Neo and screamed at her, "Can't you read? Wear glasses, motherfucker, look at this. He has a kind soul. And Moto is a... What? You're right." And then she came back, fucking slapping me to the edge of death, telling me that if I ever control her, she will block me off career and ban me on every single server and never come back. That's just a choice of words. What else I can do? After I explained to my friend about this, a drunk hero, Jin, sliding down from the sky like a freedom fighter to the server's ground, aura farming right after 5 beers, picking Neo and saying that, "Why don't you trust Metal Motor?" This is where chaos begins. Neo then said, "What do you mean?" And then she said Metal Motor tried to control me. Before I continue going on, don't send them hate and don't care about the insults we said to them, since they're gonna change later in the video. Now continue on. Jen kept going on supporting my side, saying that I can't control anyone. Then she said, "Don't tell me you're trying to control me too." And well, Jen said he's trying to protect me. Then Jin gave her a message of, "Wait, are you a robot? Some kind of shit?" She said no, of course. And Jin said then no one can control you. And Neo said she doesn't care and mentions the controller thing again and sent this stupid of a goddamn message. Oh, I really was angry that before. And I crashed out because of that word. Controlling. I mean, just close your mind, sorry. Then she timed our asses out and Jin decided to ping her again in another of an old group. What a smart move. He's literally laughing at her. Then she lettered a Superman Defender freedom fighter of her sister enter the group, aura farming with her first words already. She said, "You're the one being rude to my sister," and just decided to go calmly and confidently with this conversation to say that he's trying to ask her a question, Neo a question, about how we're controlling her, and she's not answering. Then I came and broke about the controlling question and decided to go off further of Starboy, cause he's the start of all this. It seems to be like she has met the root of Starboy Jeff. We will explain her story later, being with Starboy Jeff fully later. Right now, Jin said we just wanted to protect people from him. Then Dash, which is the sister's name by the way, stated that Starboy made fun of Husband Hotel and threatened to report it for no reason, just to make all the work she put on to the server was for nothing, and accusing them for stuff like he did to me if you listened. And she explained that bad people stay as bad people and not changing. And Neo told her and sent it the ass image of Starboy manipulating Irene. Then I explained ear to ear, shout loudly clear about this situation's main thing, and said that I hadn't even made a single mistake with gun modding or any other things, yet everyone targets me. And then she goes, "This is crazy, I ain't trusting Jeff anymore." And then Neo jumps in saying that Jeff has a cancel and trying to let Dash remember the good things Starboy Jeff did, and still Dash think that Starboy Jeff was acting, cause ain't no way someone like him changes. And well, Neo somehow thought that Dash trusts Starboy Jeff, and then she said, if you ever try to control me and my sister again, ever again, and then I will tear you into pieces. Then she left the group. So, going more further, now me and her sister called Dash became friends with each other. And talking different things like the Superman movie, K-pop demons, I think. And then someday I decided to talk with her about Neo not being in a safe place because she's completely brainwashed by Starboy Jeff. She talks about how she met Jeff. And well, it's about the server she made. And the server is about husband hotel, and apparently Neo got into the server and she invited Starboy Jeff, and guess what Starboy Jeff did? He insulted everything about the server, like making fun of Luster, and threatened to report the server. At that time I wasn't there and I didn't even met Neo at that time yet, so I don't have screenshot, but basically Starboy Jeff did all this to make her mad. So like he wants to rage bait everyone into making them mad and destroy all their works for nothing, just to make them angry. Nice. Awesome. And so another sometimes of the day, she decided to choose saving Neo, convincing her into not trusting Starboy Jeff anymore. So we head over to convince Neo. Dash basically created a server with me in it and Neo in it. It was good. She trusted us and she wanted to announce the server about that, but never mind, I take my words back. And she goes against me again, still trusting Starboy Jeff, and Dash goes super stressed and mad because of Iron and Starboy Jeff. For the reason she's mad at Iron, because he's messing everything up so bad. In a single 6 words. Not being mean though. And as time goes on, Neo told her that the more she keeps me friended, the more I spy her? What? I got so confused, like, how do I spy? Anyways, time goes on even more, and now Dash is getting sort of stressed anymore, because she's so tired, like having a headache because of this drama. So she decided to create a group. She said, I want to end everything about this drama because I'm so tired. So keep in mind, this group is for convincing Starboy Jeff. Now, as Starboy Jeff goes online, he left the group without a single word. Like, only, what the fuck am I doing here? Bye. And then Dash crashed out. I won't blame her. Because this guy's literally wants everything to be annoyed by him. It's the same thing happened when I joined his friends. Look, I joined one of his friends. I found him. He goes silent. I said, dude, let's have a conversation. And then he goes
No, I'm not having conversations with you. That's final. I already have made up my mind.
And ignored me for the whole time. And we couldn't do anything about it. And stayed hatred. He's so selfish and greedy. He doesn't care none about his friends. Before this drama even started, the more I stayed in his role plays, the more he doesn't completely care about none of his friends but himself. He doesn't care about his friends. Even when his friends said, what's the point of us being in the RP when you're doing a lot of things? All the things. He straight up kicks them. That's all. So, as you can see, Starboy is starting to win everyone's trust, such as Neo, Iron, and their friends. He knew that, so then he messed it all up by sending this. Could this really be the key to all now? He knew that I'm suffering, so he gave a little mock now, huh? Well, guess what? You are dead. And that's the end of it. If you wanna see more what happened, all that stuff, basically those happened, and they apologized for not trusting me. Said this is okay, and we eventually blocked him and unfriended him, and no connection about him. Yep. So that's all now. Trust him or not. If you trust him, you're gonna give splash better, and if you don't trust him, then that's a good ending. You're safe. Yay! Yep. I guess that's the end of it now. Well, here is more, so you can see that he also knew about this because of this community post, and then yeah. So yeah, that's all for now. See ya in the next video.